One of the best features of VI, as far as I'm concerned, is the ability to pipe data through some other external program. And the program that I like to use is a thing called awk, AWK. So if we take our temporary file with our names in it and we say, what I'd really like is the length of each of these names, because I'm going to build a profile of what the names look like. So I can do for the first 3 lines, and the exclamation means run an outside program. And to get the length, awk is a complete programming language that's worth learning. It works on columns of data. I just have one here because I've already reduced it to one column of data, but I can do print length. And that little tiny print length program now reduces those to just 3 numbers, which is what I'm after for the numbers. So I want a script that does the length of each line as opposed to the number of words or characters. I just did a U to put that back. But let's do get length and so I've tested it in VI. I know it gives me what I want, and I just want to substitute in whatever it is out there for so that it just takes its input from standard in and sends it to standard out like that, and hopefully that will get me what I want. We'll make this executable, and let's try it on our example file. Get length with comma temp, and now I see that I've got my 9, 11, and 12 that I had when I did it interactively, and that means that I've got a tool now that I can stitch together all the pieces. Because what I'd like to do is find out the length of things and profile them. Okay, so let's see. Get names worked on a specific file. Let's change that from top 1000 there to whatever we pass in as a file name. That'll be $1 in the shell. And let's make this $2 so that it can output it. Now we can use it on our big thing. And we want to add the grep. So we want to call this get lengths. And we'll stitch it together with this and that, and we'll send the output over here. Now we really want the length, so I'm going to send it through the script that we just wrote. Get length, and we'll send it to that output. So this is what we're building up. We've got the grep to find the rows we're interested in, the 2 sed commands to edit it. We've got the new program that we just wrote, get lengths, to reduce it down to lengths, and get lengths. And what we really would like to know is a profile. So let's say that we use sort. Sort will put things in order by strings, but what we really want is numeric. So we're going to sort this file numerically, and it looks like we have stuff up to 25 long in it. And we want to then turn around and take the result of our sort, and we want to count it. Now there's a unique program that will take sorted data and put it in unique order, but it's already in an order. And what we'd like it to do is have it count the number of occurrences. So if we count the number of occurrences, the first column is the number of these, the second column is the data. So we have 64 names that are 3 long down to 1 that is 25 long. So we've reduced our data from a big thing to this, and now we're ready to tack all of this together. So I'm actually going to go back in and find my get username len, our username len, and I want to send it through sort and unique and build that into my final thing. So we find the rows we're interested in, we mangle the data, we get the lengths, we sort it, and we unique it into what we're actually after. And it takes two parameters, $1, which is the input file name, and $2, which is the output. And now we can send in users as the input. And we'll do that for our output. This takes a little bit longer because we're doing it on 10 million lines instead of our little sample of 1,000 that we tested with. But hopefully when we get done, we've reduced 10 million lines to a set of data we can actually look at and say, this is the profile of how long usernames are in this system. And I know this is kind of a contrived example. Why do you care how long usernames are? But for lots of applications, you like to know little things like this and how data looks and what's in it. So we've got our temp3, which is now, let's do word count and see how big temp3 is. 87 lines. So we've reduced our 10 million to a set of 87. So let's go look at temp3, and we've got a distribution of counts. In fact, we have one user that has a 90 long username. It would be interesting to find that and see what they have. But, now we have some way of looking at, our average length username. The most common one in that, I can tell already, is on line 9, which is a slew of them that are 11 long. And we have a way of profiling our data and looking at it. And we also have some criteria. If we want to say, I have to reduce this to something that goes in some other system. Maybe I don't need all these big usernames. Maybe I can group them. Maybe I can say, 100 is long enough for any username because in these 10 million usernames, I only have one that's 90, and most of them are pretty short. So I don't have to think too hard about anything over 100 because I've got a good sample to say this is how big it is. But the thing that I want you to take away from this is not necessarily that you're going to know awk. It's worth taking time to learn. But if we look at this script, we've written a single line program that has turned a huge amount of data into something manageable with just some command line manipulation. So a way to get this down to an understandable set. Now, the most likely use that I would take for my user's XML file here is I actually want to build test data for some other program. I'm building some sort of an application and I need 50,000 realistic usernames. I can go into users, I can extract the names, I can convert this into the data that I'm going to load into a database and very quickly say, okay, here's 50,000 that are real names that I can actually use for test data. And that's the most likely thing I can think of. But you never know what you're going to look at. Next, we're going to look at a log file and see how to extract people attempting to attack in a single week a server. And I've pulled this log file off of a server that's actually out on the web, and we're going to poke into it.